Patreon. What's going on, guys? Today's fear to greed index is at an 80. Guys, this is not surprising because you know what? Bitcoin did see 73,000 briefly yesterday, right? Before it retraced to 70. So that is a bullish sign, guys. Altcoins are steady, stable. Solana's at 175.89. I took some profit on Solana yesterday at 188, right? So my thing is this, I do think that eventually Solana might drop off. You might be able to get it at a good price, but with Solana, you never know, right? Because it always runs up regardless. Just to be safe, I took some profit. Put it into some stable coins, not financial advice, because you guys know I am not a financial advisor. The crypto market is on the cups of $2.7 trillion, okay? So yeah, guys, we have about, 10 days left before the halving, and you guys know that that's when the fun will start to begin, okay? So in this position, guys, like I said, I do expect a dip after the halving, and then we're going to come back with a vengeance for the summer. And so, yeah, guys, I know that this stinks that, if you've been waiting, I've been waiting as well. God knows. I've been pleading with God to accelerate things. Probably not as much as I should, but I definitely, God knows. You know what I'm saying? So I've been praying because God knows we could use some profit. You feel me? So guys, this is a really quick video. I just want to talk about, what could happen potentially for the rest of the year and the summer, right? And I know I've talked about this before, but I realize not everybody always catches the video, so it is okay to just do a quick review. So Skybridge founder, Bitcoin halving not priced in. Bitcoin has a lot more upside, okay? So this is by Skybridge Capital founder Anthony Scaramucci. Yes, the Chicago former governor or senator, one of the two, right, who got exposed for scamming. He runs now a capital firm known as Skybridge. And he's saying that the halving isn't priced in and that Bitcoin can go to 170K, okay? Now, I don't think what he's talking about is in the next 18 months. So he's not talking about Bitcoin will hit 170K in 10 days. Let's be clear. Now, do I think that he's off? I think that is very optimistic. It's very bullish, right? I told you guys before, my parameters are that if we hit, 90K by the summer, then, we're hitting anywhere from 120 to 150 by the end of the year. If we do not hit 90K by the summer, then, we might hit anywhere from 90 to 100, okay? Now, let's take a view from the opposite end. Now, billionaire Arthur Hayes says that Bitcoin price action could be negative. Now, guys, yes, I got to give you the bullish news, but I also got to give you the opposite end. Now, Arthur Hayes is a billionaire. He owned his own exchange, and basically he, made a blog post talking about that the US dollar liquidity is going to impact crypto markets, right? He also talks about the fact that the market consensus leans heavily toward a particular outcome. The opposite often occurs. Now, I do have to agree with Arthur Hayes on that. Why? Because we remember in 2021, everybody was saying Bitcoin is going to hit 100K. Bitcoin is going to hit 100K. Even I was saying Bitcoin is going to hit 100K. And then I got gassed up by a girl that I was dating, and I'm like, oh, 200K, right? So I do agree with Arthur Hayes. I mean, the economy, even though, they're talking about tax cuts and tax rates, the economy right now is still kind of shaky, right? It talks about the Federal Reserve discuss a potential reduction in quantitative tightening is favorable for dollar liquidity as the decline in the Fed's balance sheet slows. He sees May 1 as a turning point, marking the end of the precarious period for risky assets and a return of liquidity as Janet Yellen and the Fed take measure to boost asset prices. Okay, now I don't know if May 1st would be it. I think that the quantitative tightening would start to begin in maybe June, but probably July, around there, okay? So, you know, I do see both sides, guys. I do think in this situation, Arthur Hayes may be correct more than Anthony Scaramucci, but I don't think that we're going to see a reduction in rates until July, right? So what does this mean? Well, it means that it could impact the crypto markets, right? We have to remember, guys, that we're still in a, when you look at the world right now, what's going on geopolitically and financially, right? Things are ripping and roaring, but I do think that when he brought up the point that every time you expect something in the market to happen, everybody, the consensus expects, you know, something to happen. Like when 90% of people thought Bitcoin was going to hit 100K and it didn't, the opposite happens, okay? But then there's a caveat to that. Sometimes if you expect 100K to happen, the market could actually go beyond the expectations. So for example, we expect Bitcoin to hit 100K, right, by this year, but then it could go beyond that. So we will see, guys. My thing is this, okay? Not a financial advisor. Have a plan for any scenario. If the markets were to drop right now, would you be in a good position to buy the dip? If the markets were to rip and roll right now, do you have sell limit and limit orders ready? I've made tons of videos discussing this, okay? Anyway, guys, more to come. God bless. It's your boy Jones, and I'm out. Peace.